Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle something that is, an absolutely make or break skill in your professional life, the self-introduction. We're going to build a super simple but really powerful blueprint that you can use in pretty much any situation, from a huge job interview to a formal meeting. Okay, let's get right into it.
You know the feeling, right? We have all been there. You're in some high-stakes meeting, or maybe it's that dream job interview, and suddenly all eyes are on you. Someone says, "So, tell us a little bit about yourself." And your mind just goes completely blank. It is one of the most stressful moments for sure.
And that pressure is totally real because that first impression, it is absolutely critical. It really sets the tone for everything that comes after. But what if I told you there's a simple formula to just nail it every single time without all that anxiety?
Well, that's exactly what we have for you today, a professional blueprint. Think of it as a simple, repeatable formula that takes all the guesswork out of introducing yourself and just lets you shine with confidence.
And here it is, your 6-step roadmap. A greeting, your name, your role, your expertise, your purpose, and a closing. See, this framework just breaks a really daunting task down into 6 totally manageable pieces. So let's look at how to build them out, one by one. Okay, so now let's build your introduction piece by piece. We're going to construct the perfect intro from the ground up, starting with the very first words that come out of your mouth.
It all starts right here. A simple, polite greeting isn't just a formality, it's your opening move. It immediately projects confidence, and it sets this really positive, professional tone for the entire interaction.
And that can be as straightforward as "Good morning, everyone." Or, if the setting feels a little more formal, something like, "Hello, thank you for having me here today." Simple, right?
From there, you just state your name. Now, this seems really obvious, I know, but the key here is clarity. You want to state your full name clearly and without rushing,
So that everyone in the room actually catches it the first time. A simple, direct, "My name is the perfect anchor for your entire introduction.
Okay, now we start adding a little substance. Your role or your background immediately gives your audience context. It answers their first unspoken question, which is, who is this person? And this works whether you're a student saying, "I am a final year student in finance," or a professional saying, "I currently work as a project manager at XYZ company." It just grounds your identity for them.
Now, for the heart of your introduction, your expertise. This is not about listing every single skill you have. No. It's about showcasing your relevant value for this specific audience.
You have to tailor it. For instance, in a data science interview, you might say, "My main interests are in machine learning, and I've gained experience building predictive models." You see, you're telling them exactly why you're a perfect fit.
This next step, this is what separates a pretty good intro from a truly great one. You have to state your purpose. Explicitly saying why you're there shows that you're focused, you're prepared, and you respect their time.
This connects your skills directly to the situation at hand. You could say something like, "I'm here today to present my research on renewable energy." Or in an interview, "I look forward to discussing how my skills could contribute to your team." It's so direct and proactive.
And finally, the closing. Just like the greeting, this is a simple but really important bookend. It wraps up your introduction cleanly and leaves a final positive impression.
And you really don't need anything elaborate here. A simple, courteous phrase like, "It's a pleasure to be here," or "Thank you for the opportunity," is the absolute perfect way to signal that you're finished.
So we've built all the pieces. Now let's see what it actually looks and sounds like when we put them all together. This is where the magic happens, and you can really see how seamlessly these 6 steps can flow into one another.
Okay, let's just break this down for a second. Notice the flow. It starts with a polite greeting and a name. Then it establishes context, a student of, and then it highlights specific, relevant skills. After that, it clearly states the purpose. "I'm here today to discuss my work on," and it ends with a nice professional closing. See how each piece just builds on the last one? It creates an introduction that is confident, comprehensive, and just crystal clear.
So we have the structure, we have the content, but there's one final golden rule that kind of holds it all together and ensures you keep your audience completely engaged. And that rule, it's all about timing.
But this brings up a huge question, right? You've prepared what to say, but how do you know if it's too much? Or maybe not enough? How long should this perfect introduction actually be?
Here is your magic number. The sweet spot is between 30 and 70 seconds. Just memorize that range. It's the perfect amount of time to deliver all the key information without losing anyone's attention. And why is this window so effective?
Well, if you go under 30 seconds, you can seem a little unprepared or incomplete. But if you go over 70 seconds, you really risk losing your audience's focus. The takeaway is simple. Practice your introduction, time it, and make sure it lands right in that sweet spot.
So there you have it, a complete blueprint for crafting the perfect professional introduction. The only thing left to do is to apply it. So my question for you is this. Thinking about your next interview or meeting, what's the one key skill you're going to choose to highlight?